Hey, what's going on? It's Chris Wiggs. I've been dripping for quite a while. Actually, a long time. The last time I used a tank system was a Cardo, the dual punch Cardos in that big tank. Man, a lot has changed for tanks, right? Here we go. This is an Aspire Triton, I believe. And this Aspire Triton was given to me, not for the purpose of review, just because I was complaining about dripping and taking the cap off every 10 seconds. It does give you a nice reprieve. I'd say for about 3 or 4 different loads from here. So if you're doing the math, 1/4 the work. Now I'm not getting super flavor, super clouds out of it. What I am getting is a nice delivery system that's not really leaking. I say not really because it does leak a little bit out of the air holes if you lay it on the side. Probably because I overfill. But again, these are problems you're going to have to deal with. Tanks, my biggest problem was that it leaks, right? Anytime you fill it or anything. This is a top fill, and I'm getting kind of low. But there's many cool things about this tank than there are uncool things. In fact, I'm really impressed. I probably had it for a good week now. And I'm still getting pretty decent. That first day, though, you can never go wrong with that first day vapes that you're getting off of it. After about 2 days, it starts sinking back into knowing that you're still doing a coil system. So how does this thing come apart? Well, it's got the lid, and it's got this extra phalanges that you can adjust this air hole. And then it's got this ring. Now, this ring's kind of cool because it's got this little arrow. And you want to put it towards the little Ricky the Raindrop dripper. If you put it towards the other squiggle line, I don't know if you can see it, that means it's closed. And that means this inside is open because you got your coils. Then you have like a cylinder around it. And when it opens, you could vape. But that means it's closed up here. And when it closes, it's open up there so you can fill it. So it's a really cool design. I'm going to show you. Here's it closed. Let's see if I can turn it open. There's 2 little air holes. If you know your science, once you fill it up with something, the air's got to go somewhere. So the way I do it is I just leave it on the tilt, and it takes about 3 drippers, and I'll just drip it right into that bottom hole. The air will escape on the top hole. See it like that? You see it? You see it? All right, and then I'll keep doing it until it's full. And that's about full. So 2.5, almost 3. That's about as far as I fill it up. I let it go down a little bit. It's got to go down a little bit. Now you can take a Q-tip and just go around the ring. This all makes sense. You don't want it in the center because that leads to the coils. So you go around the outer ring and then you close it up. There we go. That's closed up. So since I've closed it, I'll go around the outer ring again. Take this thing. Now you can put it on there straight hole to hole. I always offset just a little bit so you don't have max. Granted, you are going to get some leakiness out of the top. So just, Q-tip around and down in the center to soak up whatever you poured in. That's basically it. That's how to redo it. Now, I was going to show you how to redo the coil, but I only have 1 coil. And then get a cloth like this one. It's like a neoprene. It soaks up a lot more juice. Granted, napkins work in a fix or something, but you don't want juice all over your hands. So there it is, tank. It doesn't really leak no matter which way. These are great for driving. So you could pay attention to the road. You don't have to worry about it. And, when you're just sick of dripping like me, taking the cap off, taking the cap on, taking the cap off, making sure it has liquid on there, taking it's been driving me nuts. I don't mind doing it for reviews, but when I'm out and about, I like to have a little bit of both. So this tank system has really opened up my eyes. This is the Aspire Triton, I believe. I hope I'm saying it right. Sorry, I'm a bit under the weather, but I'm going to take a vape. It's recommended on the coils between 45 and 55 watts. 48.3 was good. I have it set now to 50. Anything 50 or above, it tends to dry out. I'm getting that notice. Now, speaking of drying out, if you don't have the arrow on the right hole, if you have the arrow on the filler, that means liquid is not getting to the coils. But if you're getting a wet vape, you could put it on that to close it off, to vape off whatever's in there, and then put it back to fill again. I forgot how many different air flows there are. So you have a top flow that you adjust by the air, and you have a bottom flow that I usually leave it 3/4 open. I had it completely closed off. You might want to adjust it as you go to find your place. I'm still getting a tiny bit of spurt out the top, hot spurts that hit the tongue a little bit, but it could be just because it's either a tank and that's how it works, or my airflow is wrong. So just get playing with it. You'll find your right zone. It's a good delivery system, you guys. I think it's a good tank. Still going to look out for the TFV4 kits. I think you can buy a build your own coil separately for like $7, $8, $12, something like that, $15. I haven't even priced it out, but you can buy it separately. The TFV4 comes with it all in a kit. They're about the same price. You're still going to have to pay for coils. I think these coils are quad or dual. I'm not sure. I didn't open it up, take a look. I looked down the top. There's a mesh circle above it, and then you can kind of see the coils going down the side. The good news about the replacement coils, they write the recommended ohmage on the coils, which is they haven't done in the past, or at least it's been a long time. So I forgot how many different air flows there are. So you have a top flow that you adjust by the air, and you have a bottom flow that I usually leave it 3/4 open. I had it completely closed off. You might want to adjust it as you go to find your place. I'm still getting a tiny bit of spurt out the top, hot spurts that hit the tongue a little bit, but it could be just because it's either a tank and that's how it works, or my airflow is wrong. So just get playing with it. You'll find your right zone. It's a good delivery system, you guys. I think it's a good tank. Still going to look out for the TFV4 kits. I think you can buy a build your own coil separately for like $7, $8, $12, something like that, $15. I haven't even priced it out, but you can buy it separately. The TFV4 comes with it all in a kit. They're about the same price. You're still going to have to pay for coils. I think these coils are quad or dual. I'm not sure. I didn't open it up, take a look. I looked down the top. There's a mesh circle above it, and then you can kind of see the coils going down the side. The good news about the replacement coils, they write the recommended ohmage on the coils, which is they haven't done in the past, or at least it's been a long time. So still a decent amount of production for a tank. You know, you can get a good amount of nicotine. These are great for people that don't want to mess with dripping or get too crazy. It is a big item. It's about as big as the old steam turbines, but it's a huge tank system. It's not too heavy. It looks really nice on the TC 150. It's not too top heavy or weighted. You can change out the tips as you like. I could put one of these fancy tips on the top if I want. It fits perfect. Not bad. Not bad at all. I give it a solid B. I definitely would use it. I'm definitely going to use it. I'd recommend to take a look at it at the shop that you want to go by. Adjust it, play around with it. It's going to take a little bit of learning to adjust what you like. But new vapors, not a problem. Old vapors, you guys might get finicky if you're looking for the newest and greatest stuff. I don't know how old this thing is. It's probably yesteryear. You know how I do it, you guys. Griswicks, getting fancy with the Aspire. You guys be safe.